Hello, I'm Perry Peacock with Wilderness Innovations, and tonight I would like to show you some methods for fire building. We've got some other videos using flint and steel with charred cotton, magnesium fire starter. We've got a video with using fine steel wool, and this time I'd like to use a combination of methods. But I want to show you a little something that we came up with a number of years ago that will allow you a long burn time when you're trying to start a fire. What we would do is take pieces of rope and we'd get a double boiler going, some boiling water, and then on top of that a container with some paraffin wax. And when the wax gets all melted and everything, we would dip chunks of rope down in the wax and let it soak in there really good. And we'd pull that material back out, and we'd use just like some pruning shears like you'd use for pruning your fruit trees or bushes or roses or whatever. And then just take the rope and just snip it down into shorter pieces. It's just to help get this thing started at the very first, as I'm going to actually unravel the rope a little bit here on the end. Just kind of, once again, you know, you're doing the same kind of thing. I'm just kind of unwinding the little strands here just to make it easier for this thing to get started. So I've just got it all kind of frayed out like that. And this thing, of course, is just saturated with wax. And we'll go ahead and show you how this is done here. I'm just going to tear off a little bit of some wax paper to use just primarily so I can catch my shavings from my magnesium stick and keep them all concentrated in one little spot here. Take my pocket knife. The magnesium stick has just a bar of magnesium on one, and then on one side there's a spark rod embedded into the stick. So we just want to start on the magnesium bar side first of all, and we're just going to put a little pile of shavings in here. Sorry for the squeaking sound, but that's the way it is. Just get a little bit in here. And you see I've kind of formed this into a little kind of a cone shape here, and the shavings are all concentrated right in the bottom of it. Now if I do this right, it should be good to go here. If not, we'll do it over. I'm just going to throw a spark right down into that concentration of shavings. You'll see it flash up, kind of a white flash. Then we want to get our rope down in here. See our rope's burning. Now see that we got it started like that. This thing will burn a long time. If I want to, I can also add another piece to it. Now this stuff right here, this will burn for 5 or 10 minutes like this. If you can't build a fire with this method, you got a problem. We can just take this into our leaves. And we've got us a fire. We can throw our sticks on there. And anyway, we've got us a fire. That's all there is to it. And like I say, that's using that little rope method. It's a very, very simple way to build a fire.